everyone, welcome to Makeup Monday. So first of all, I'm sorry there was no FCA Friday. I will let my past self explain why now. Welcome everyone, it's the first vlog of the new year and... Don't be silly, it's still the middle of Chinese New Year. So everyone, there's no FCA Friday today because I got confused. I knew that Mom and I were right here. We were going to go on our special outing that we're doing right now. And so I was like, oh, I'll make that an FCA Friday, but then I realized I would have to film it on Friday so it wouldn't be uploaded today. So it's late. Something's happening.
Huh?
I was like, there's something happening over there.
You got that Joey pasta?
Looks like it. So anyway, Mom and I are going on a very special outing, everyone. Mom, tell everyone what we're doing.
Going to the wedding store?
It is, if you haven't been watching my vlogs, if you didn't see the first FCA Friday of the year, that is that I got engaged over Christmas. And so this is our first actual official wedding outing. There's a local shop, bridal shop downtown, and I didn't work today, so Mom was like, let's go pop down there, shall we? And I said, yes, we shall. And so that's what we're doing now. Entrepreneurs, you want to know a great way to build your business? When you say you're open from 11 to 5 and then you're closed and it's noon on Friday and you say you're open, it's a great way to lose business, because now I don't ever want to come here again because I don't know if they're really going to be open or not. Yeah, so that was supposed to be exciting. Be open during your business hours, or at least give me a message, you know, we're out to lunch from, you know, noon to 1 or whatever. Or personal matters came up, just something so I don't feel like I don't know in your business. I say that I don't want to go there again, and I don't, but I might as long as I call first. Just a heads up, the next Makeup Monday, the next 2 Makeup Mondays and FCA Friday videos are all going to be me like this, and the next 2 Makeup Monday videos are reviews. This one is the All Nighter Foundation from Urban Decay and the, oh, it's over there. And I'm going to be doing the It's Superhero Mascara next Makeup Monday, so next week. Just so that we're clear, I have some personal matters and crazy scheduling things coming up that I can't control, so I don't have any other time to really film, and let's go, let's do this. As I said, I'm reviewing the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. So this claims to be a waterproof longwear liquid foundation. I know this isn't brand new off the market, but that was good for me because I feel like I do a lot of first time and, you know, first impression reviews. I've used it for about a month and a half to really get a good feel for how this this foundation wears on me and all of that detailed stuff. I'm gonna stop waving this around now. So everyone knows that this is beautiful packaging. I'm not a super big fan of the sparkly mirrored stuff. I do prefer the silver mirror to the black mirrored, but it does show up fingerprints, and anytime you get anything on it, it definitely shows up. I have the shade, Urban Decay shade 2.5, which is just a little bit, I put some on my hand there. It's just not quite my color in a very interesting way, where it seems like it's too cool toned and just a shade too dark. But I think I need to go up to the 3.0 shade to get the golden tone that I need, because they do have multiple tones and shades, and I think I need something a little bit more golden toned with a bit more of a yellow undertone to it. Because as you can see on my face, it doesn't look bad, but in real life, I think my lighting might be correcting this a little bit, but in real life, it does give me a bit of a grayish undertone. I can work with it, but If I didn't have to, that would be better, but that's my fault. This is the shade I chose when I got color matched, and they put like 4 streaks on my face. And I think their lighting just was a little different than daytime and my lights. Again, my fault, not theirs. I love Weightless foundation. This is a bit heavier than Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and it's definitely heavier than Urban Decay's Naked Skin, which is one of my favorites. I really like the texture of this. The consistency is a little bit weird though. What I found is the best way for me to use this foundation. I don't use sponges. I don't own a beauty blender. So if you think that the beauty blender is like a godsend, let me know when it comes to this foundation. For brushes, I use the Perfecting Face from Bare Minerals, which it has a flat top, but it also has this little dent in the middle. So it's very, very dense, and I realize that this is dirty because I used it earlier. But this is one of my favorite foundation brushes, and the best way that I found to use is I pump a full pump onto the center, and then I put a streak and a streak, streak, and then pounce all over my face, and then do a swirling motion, and then go over it with a sponge or a pad just to smooth out any lines that are left over. I'd have to do the same thing in a similar manner, only I go for streaks all the way down when I use the Essence of Beauty foundation brush, which is just a plain foundation brush. You can get it from CVS. To help color correct a little bit, I often will just go over lightly with the Illumination foundation from IT Cosmetics, and I am in the shade Light, and I put it on with the Heavenly Skin Full Coverage Foundation number 703 brush. And this brush, as you can see, is kind of a reverse of this one where it has this extra bump of bristles in the middle, and they get more dense as you get towards the middle. And again, this brush is dirty. It starts out all white, but I just like to swirl it quickly in there and then give my face a quick dusting for the best color and lasting. This by itself is very waterproof, which I appreciate because I cry very easily, and I don't like it when I cry and there's streaks clearly of where I was crying for my foundation. This says that it lasts all night. I work 5 to 8 hours or 5 to 10 hours, and it doesn't always make it. I am in a kind of a warm environment. I work at a bar, so I'm running around and getting drinks, and you would think that dealing with cold drinks all night wouldn't result in moist face, but when you're running around back and forth trying to make sure everybody has a drink, it gets there. And plus you're around the coolers, and the coolers are expelling heat because they're keeping cold. There you go. I like this foundation. I am not 100% convinced that I would repurchase it, at least not in this shade, because there is something about how it sets on my face. First off, it does not work with any of my primers. I love my Rimmel Perfecting Primer, but this just doesn't set well with it. It really makes, especially around my nose, my pores just stand out even more with the primer when combined with this, whether it's on top of it or underneath it. And it just sets weird on my skin after a few hours. One, it doesn't last very long on my skin with primers, with a setting powder, with a setting spray, which is what I used tonight. And I still, before I went on camera, had to fill in a few areas that were with concealer. And it doesn't give me that much more coverage than the Too Faced one, and it feels heavier. And this has a bit of a stickiness to it, which is really unusual. It's not bad, and I'm sure that tackiness is supposed to be good, but it does feel weird to me after a few hours. It's not horrible, it's not unworkable, it's not like, oh gosh, it looks like I have gum all over my face or anything, but I can feel it after about 3 to 4 hours. I can feel it a lot more, it feels a lot tackier, and I think it sets weird on my skin because I have dry skin, and this like is trying to pull. I'm not sure what I'm trying to explain there. It just gets really tacky and has a weird thing after a few hours. So it's not a bad foundation. I think that it's worth trying if you have the budget for it. But I definitely would try to find a good primer to go with it, especially if you have dry skin. You want to make sure you have a good moisturizer. And for the all-nighter, it says that it's long-lasting, and it lasts fairly long, but it definitely doesn't last all night for me in my environment. If you work at a desk job or somewhere where you're not moving around as much, then maybe you'll have better luck with that. But all in all, I think it's a decent foundation, and yeah, that's what we have. I will see you for Makeup Monday next week and FCA Friday. Bye!